Heat race 1 of 3, J&L RV USRA B-Modifieds. J&L RV out of Flandreau, South Dakota. Make sure you give them a call for all your recreation vehicle needs. J&L RV bringing you the B-Modifieds for 2018.
Heat race number 1 of 3. We're going green on the Rapid Speedway. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA B-Mods, presented by J&L RV Sales of Flandreau, South Dakota, and the 14A machine out of Baltic, South Dakota. Andrew Allers, your current race leader. Here comes Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson moving into that second spot on the number 91 with the 3-car of Brian Campbell moving backwards. Campbell in 3rd position. He'll be worked on by the 18D of Chris Getz. Dustin Cruz will go along for the ride, as will Ryan Walker, as Campbell pushes up the track. The 14A of Andrew Allers, your race leader. Tyler Johnson running in 2nd spot, followed by Getz, Cruz, Walker, Travis Vanentop, and it looks like Campbell and the 13N machine of Nick Schmidt both going to retire from this heat race. Andrew Allers, your race leader. Allers will come off of turn number 4 with the lead. Tyler Johnson in the hunt in the number 91 machine. Getz running in 3rd position, trying to hold off the 6 of Dustin Cruz, who's trying to hold off the 06 of Ryan Walker. Allers and Johnson 1 and 2. Here comes Dustin Cruz. Dustin Cruz making a move to the inside of Getz for the 3rd position. Cruz down low in the number 6. Getz up top in the 18. And the 18 through the middle will hold on to position 1 more lap. Chris Getz in that 3rd spot, holding off a hard charging Dustin Cruz. Cruz looking for that spot, as is Ryan Walker in the 06. And Travis Vanentop, he wants to play as well in the red number 81 machine. Andrew Allers, your race leader. Tyler Johnson running in that 2nd spot. Chris Getz in 3rd. Dustin Cruz 4th. Ryan Walker and Travis Vanentop as we fly around the Rapid Speedway. Andrew Allers, the race leader in the yellow 14A machine, followed by the white 91 of Tyler Johnson. Getz and Cruz continue to battle for 3rd, and this time by it's still Getz, but here comes Cruz with the run on the top side. Dustin Cruz with a pass for position off the exit of 2, and down the backstretch, the 6 is into 3rd spot. The 14A of Andrew Allers leads him to the white flag. 1 more cycle around the Rapid Speedway. Andrew Allers, Tyler Johnson, Dustin Cruz, Chris Getz, Ryan Walker, Travis Vanentop. Heat race number 1 of 3, the J&L RV B-Mods. Andrew Allers, your heat race winner.
Andrew Allers taking home that heat race win. Tyler Johnson in 2nd. Dustin Cruz into the 3rd spot ahead of Ryan Walker and Chris Getz in the top 5.
As they line them up off the exit of 2 and down the backstretch. 2 wide and nose to tail. Once again, your starting lineup on the pole, the 8M of Caleb Motter with Trevor Tesh in the 21T on the outside. Lyndon Johnson and Tyler Tesh will make up row 2. Chris Huseman, Derek Van Veldhuizen in row 3. Tim Dan and Tucker Powell round out the field. Heat race number 2 of 3. We're under green. 2nd of 3 heat races for the J&L RV USRA B-Modifieds. Here comes Trevor Tesh. Trevor Tesh to the early race lead, and Tyler Tesh looking to take that 2nd spot to the top side of Caleb Motter. Lyndon Johnson looking on the bottom side in the 19 machine, and right now it is Trevor Tesh, your race leader. Trevor Tesh with the race lead. Lyndon Johnson in that 2nd spot. Tyler Tesh moving into that 2nd position. It's Tesh and Tesh, followed by Lyndon Johnson, Derek Van Veldhuizen, and Chris Huseman will round out your top 5 on the track. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds, presented by J&L RV Sales of Flandreau, South Dakota. Lyndon Johnson looking for that 2nd spot to the inside of Tyler Tesh. They're side by side and reeling in the leader, Trevor Tesh. Trevor down low, Johnson down low, Tyler a little squirrely up top. Lyndon Johnson will move into that second spot. Now Johnson wants the lead down low side underneath. Lyndon Johnson's there, but here comes Tyler Tesh. Tyler Tesh on the top side as we got one spun on the bottom of turn number 4. It's Tucker Powell bringing out the caution.
Great to have them on this year as a sponsor of our B-Mod class.
And show them how much love that dirt track fans have for their sponsors. Pay them with your patronage. Green flag is back in the air for the USRA B-Modifieds heat race number 2 of 3. Lyndon Johnson picking up where he left off. He'll take the race lead from Trevor Tesh. Tyler Tesh in that third spot. Here comes Chris Huseman. Huseman going blue this year with the number 63. Slows up at the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Huseman and Van Veldhuizen battling it out for 4th and 5th respectively on the track. Lyndon Johnson, your race leader. Trevor Tesh running in that second spot. Tyler Tesh in third position. Chris Huseman fourth. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Tim Dan, and Caleb Motter at the back of the pack. Lyndon Johnson in that dirt nip chassis 11 checking out from the rest of the pack. Here comes Chris Huseman in the blue 63, looking low side to the inside of Trevor Tesh. Huseman and Tesh side by side for that second spot. That's Trevor Tesh side by side with Chris Huseman as the caution comes out again. Caution flies as it looks like we've got debris on the speedway off at turn number 2. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Tim Dan, and Caleb Motter round out the pack. Lyndon Johnson brings him back to the green flag. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA B-Modifieds. Lyndon Johnson with the race lead. Chris Huseman running in that second spot. Trevor Tesh battling back on the top side. Huseman and Tesh side by side for second spot. Tyler Tesh running in that fourth position. He's under attack from Tim Dan, who picked up a spot on Derek Van Veldhuizen, and now Dan looking to make his way into the top 4. Lyndon Johnson, Chris Huseman, Trevor Tesh, Tyler Tesh, and Tim Dan, your top 5. Derek Van Veldhuizen running in 6th spot. Caleb Motter in 7th position. The dirt nip chassis number 11 of Lyndon Johnson, your race leader at the white flag. Lyndon Johnson with the lead. Chris Huseman running in 2nd. Trevor Tesh running 3rd. Tyler Tesh in 4th. And Tim Dan running in 5th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's anybody's race right now as Dan tries to split the Tesh difference. Lyndon Johnson, your heat race winner. Chris Huseman comes home in 2nd. And it will be Tesh, 3, 4. Dan in 5th with contact from
Lyndon Johnson taking home the heat race win. Chris Huseman comes up to that second spot. Tyler and Trevor Tesh go 3 and 4, and Tim Dan rounds out your top 5.
Thanks, buddy.
Here is an RV.
A recreational vehicle. Head on down to the Wagner Speedway. Catch those MSTS 360 sprint cars doing their thing down at Wagner tomorrow night.
Sean gets to make the trip to Wagner and see Hot Rod.
Third and final heat race, USRA B-Mods. We are under green. And as old diggity, Dave Kennedy with the early race lead. And coming up is Eric Faber in the white 21 machine. Kennedy in the black and purple 21K. Faber in the white 21. In that third spot, that is Kurt Ahlers. Kurt Ahlers in the 15A. Your top 3 on the track. USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L RV Sales, Flandreau, South Dakota. The 16 of Brock Hess out of Sioux Falls running in that 4th spot and making his way up through the field. It looks like we've got the, fading through the field, I should say, the 14 of Austin Powell. Austin Powell starting 3rd, back to 5th. Dave Kennedy, Eric Faber, Kurt Ahlers, Brock Hess, Austin Powell, your top 5 on the track. The number 29 machine of Jesse Reynolds in 6th, and at the back of the pack, the 18 of Clint Erickson out of Sioux Falls. Dave Kennedy, your race leader. Kennedy with the race lead. Faber running in 2nd. Kurt Ahlers in that 3rd spot. Brock Hess running in 4th. 14 of Austin Powell running in 5th. Not a whole lot of movement yet in this 3rd and final heat race for the USRA B-Modifieds presented by J&L RV of Flandreau, South Dakota. Kennedy with the race lead. Faber at second. Brock Hess. Boy, he's got his sights set on that 15A of Kurt Allers. Just can't get around him. Kurt Allers making it nice and wide in that 15A. Brock Hess looking low, nothing doing. He'll try to get around the top side and nothing happening there. Nice line being driven by the 15A of Kurt Allers. Hess just working over those infield marker tires. Still nothing that 16 can do. The 21K of Dave Kennedy, your race leader. Eric Faber running in second spot. Third spot still to Kurt Allers, and Brock Hess still working from that fourth position. The 14 of Austin Powell, followed by the 29 of Jesse Reynolds, and the 18 machine of Clint Erickson. Dave Kennedy, the 21K, leads him to the white flag. One more trip around the Rapid Speedway. A whole lot of movement in that third and final heat race. The heat race win. Checkers fly this time by. 21K of Dave Kennedy.
Dave Kennedy comes home with your final heat race win. Eric Faber in second. Kurt Allers comes home in third ahead of Brock Hess and Austin Powell rounding out your top five.
Starting lineup, row number 1, Travis Bandit top and Jesse Reynolds. Row number 2 with Derek Van Veldhuizen and Caleb Motter. Nick Schmidt and Clint Erickson make up row number 3. And your fourth and final row consists of Brian Campbell and Tucker Powell. 6 laps the distance in this B-Modified B feature. Top 3 will get through to tonight's A feature. J&L RV Sales, Flandreau, South Dakota brings you the USRA B-Modifieds here at the Rapid Speedway. We're B feature racing. And the B-Mod B feature officially underway with Travis Van top as your race leader. Derek Van Veldhuizen moves into that second spot as it looks like Tucker Powell goes off the track at the back of the pack. It is Van top and Van Veldhuizen 1 and 2. Caleb Motter in the third and final transfer position. Leading the pack of Chargers on the outside looking in. That's the 13N of Nick Schmidt. Nick Schmidt in that green 13N going around on the exit of 2. That will allow Brian Campbell to move up. Brian Campbell coming up in that blue and green number 3 machine, and the caution will fly for Schmidt. Caution comes out for Schmidt going around in turn number 2. 5 laps remain. USRA B-Modified B feature. Top 3 get through to the game.
7 laps.
Pardon me, we've got an 8-lap race, 7 laps remain. Travis Van top, Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter running 1, 2, and 3. Brian Campbell on the outside looking in that blue and green number 3 machine. Travis Van top, Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter 1, 2, 3. Campbell running in fourth, loses a sail panel on the left front. The number 18 machine of Clint Erickson running in the 5th spot. Tucker Powell right behind him, Jesse Reynolds and Nick Schmidt. Undergoing some damage in that 13N with that spin in turn number 2 as he was running 4th. Play for the race lead. It's Derek Van Veldhuizen coming around the top side in that number 20 machine around Travis Van top for the race lead. Van Veldhuizen now to the race lead. Van top in second spot and Motter your top 3. Brian Campbell all over the track and now inside. It looks like Campbell going to call her quits on the B feature and pull her in. 18 machine of Clint Erickson on the outside looking in, and he's got some work to do. Erickson's going to need to hope for a caution or for somebody to break in front of him. Van Veldhuizen, Van top, and Caleb Motter, the top 3 have set sail on the rest of the field here in our USRA B-Modified B feature presented by J&L RV Sales of Flandreau, South Dakota. Van Veldhuizen, Van top, and Motter 1, 2, and 3. The 18 of Erickson running in 4th. Tucker Powell running 5th. Jesse Reynolds and Nick Schmidt round out the back, and now we've got action. Off the exit of turn number 4 goes Travis Van top, and the caution will fly. Heisen leads them. Caleb Motter and Clint Erickson, as of right now, your three in the show. Green flag coming out. Green flag is in the air. B-Modified B feature back under green. Derek Van Veldhuizen, Caleb Motter, and the 18 machine of Clint Erickson under attack from the 45 of Tucker Powell for that third and final transfer spot. Van Veldhuizen and Motter looking good at 1 and 2. Erickson and Powell for third. Here comes Tucker Powell. Tucker Powell with the pass for position in the number 45 out of Rutland, South Dakota. He moves into the third and final transfer spot. White flag coming out this time by Derek Van Veldhuizen, your race leader. Caleb Motter in second. Tucker Powell running in third, and Clint Erickson fourth. Erickson looking to get back. They'll have one lap to settle this. Powell and Erickson for the third and final transfer spot. Powell in the orange, Erickson in the yellow. Derek Van Veldhuizen will be your B feature winner. Caleb Motter in the show running in second, and Tucker Powell in the 45 brings it home third to make it to the A feature. Erickson going around following the checkered flag. Jesse Reynolds goes around to avoid contact. And the 13N of Nick Schmidt off the track on the entry to turn number 4. Smoke coming out of that 13N machine. B-Modified A feature. B-Modifieds presented by J&L RV Sales of Flandreau, South Dakota. Caution light goes dark, and the drivers get the word. We'll be going green next time by here at the Rapid Speedway opening night for the 2018 season. Once again, up front on row 1 from Baltic, South Dakota in the 14A, it is Andrew Ollers on the pole. Outside of row number 1 from Montrose, South Dakota in the 11L, it is Lyndon Johnson. Head flag man Cody Johnson at the ready. Green flag is in the air, and we're B-Mod racing. Andrew Ollers and Lyndon Johnson starting 1 and 2. The 21T of Tyler Tesh, in the 22T in that third spot. Dustin Cruz, Dave Kennedy will round out your top 5. We've got one off the track at the back of the pack. I believe that's Tucker Powell going up and off the track in turns 3 and 4. And now Lyndon Johnson going around in turns 1 and 2 at the bottom. Almost everybody avoids contact. Looks like Powell and Dan got hooked up. Caleb Motter went around to avoid contact, and just an out-and-out mess here on the first lap of the B-Modified A feature. All starts with Tucker Powell going around at the top of turns 3 and 4. Then I believe Austin Powell and Tim Dan making contact at the bottom of turns 1 and 2. And the time ran out for the 14 of Austin Powell. Andrew Ollers will lead us to the green flag. Andrew Ollers with the lead. Here comes Dustin Cruz. Dustin Cruz moving into that second spot. Tyler Tesh running in that third position. Trevor Tesh and Dave Kennedy round out your top 5 with Brock Hess looking to get in the hunt in 6th spot. He and Kurt Ollers got a great battle going. Kurt Ollers will move into that 6th spot. Hess back to 7th. Eric Faber and Tyler Johnson looking to charge through the field here tonight as the B-Mods will get situated out. A couple of green flag laps here. Andrew Ollers, your race leader. Dustin Cruz running in 2nd spot. Looks like Tyler Tesh running in 3rd with David Kennedy running in 4th. And Trevor Tesh, your top 5. Trevor Tesh with company. Here comes Kurt Ollers. Kurt Ollers moving into that 5th spot. Chris Huseman coming along for the ride in the number 63. Huseman from 12th to 6th so far in that blue 63 machine. Brock Hess on the move in the number 16 as well. Hess just holding on to positions for the time being. Andrew Ollers, Dustin Cruz, Tyler Tesh, Dave Kennedy, your top 4 on the track. Chris Huseman looking to get in the top 5 to the inside of Kurt Ollers. Checks up, and Ollers will come back around on the top side to take that 5th spot now. Kurt Ollers running 5th, Chris Huseman 6th, Brock Hess 7th, Tyler Johnson running 8th. And on the outside of Tyler Johnson is Tyler Tesh. Trevor Tesh on the outside of Tyler Johnson. They're running side by side. Allers, your race leader, with Dustin Cruz running in that second position. Third spot, presently to Tyler Tesh. Dave Kennedy running fourth. Chris Huseman, your top five. Kurt Allers running sixth. Brock Hess in seventh. Tyler Johnson eighth. Trevor Tesh in ninth. And your top 10 rounded out by Eric Faber. Caution will fly on the Speedway. Caution comes out on the racetrack.
Caution flag over the raceway, just short of the halfway mark here in this B-Modified A feature. Andrew Allers out there in front out of Baltic, South Dakota. The J&L RV B-Modified.
Going to share that with Regan for that starting spot?
He better. Well,
right.
He's got a baby on the way. Diaper
true.
money.
That's true. Andrew Allers, your race leader, as we go back green flag racing, USRA B-Modifieds. Andrew Allers, your race leader. We're banging them three wide through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Dustin Cruz. Dustin Cruz in the number 6 with a run on the top side of the track. That black number 6. Here comes Chris Huseman. Huseman in the blue 63. Moving up to that third spot to the outside of Tesh. Allers, Cruz, Huseman, Tesh, and Kennedy. That is Tyler Tesh in the fourth spot, but not for long. Dave Kennedy, Old Diggity moving to low side in the 21K. Kennedy will move into the fourth spot. Tesh back around for that fourth position as they're battling it out here in the B-Modified A feature tonight. Cruz and Huseman at halfway. Side by side for second spot is Andrew Allers up front out of Baltic, South Dakota, starting on the pole. The caution will come out again. Caution flies over the Rapid Speedway again. Andrew Allers still has the field covered.
Caution flag once again over the raceway. JT coming out here to the front stretch.
Easy now, easy.
Gotta pay attention to JT. He's gonna get them out of harm's way, telling them to go to the inside of the racetrack. Andrew Allers out there in front. Dustin Cruz still hot on his tail. Chris Huseman has made his way into third, ahead of Dave Kennedy and Tyler Tesh, the top five.
What do we suppose is in that backpack? We've had multiple guesses.
It's got to be booze.
Green flag is back out. Andrew Allers, your race leader. Chris Huseman working the low side. Dustin Cruz will work the top line, and we got one around. Lyndon Johnson making contact with the wall and then off the track in turn number 1. And the caution will come back out. $1,000 on Dusty Ballinger to win the A feature tonight. Andrew Allers taking the green flag. B-Modified A back under green. Andrew Allers, Dustin Cruz, Chris Huseman, Dave Kennedy, and Tyler Tesh, your top 5 on the field for this B-Modified A feature here tonight. Allers has had him covered. A little slip off the exit of turn 4. That might open the door for Cruz on the high side. Allers has him covered off the exit of 2. Cruz making hay on that top side in that black number 6 machine. Chris Huseman running in that third spot, waiting for a slip up, looking to make his move. Cruz and Allers, 1 and 2. That should be Allers and Cruz 1 and 2. Allers down low in the yellow 14A. Cruz up top in the black number 6. Chris Huseman in the blue 63. They're your top 3 on the field. Tyler Tesh running in 4th. Dave Kennedy, they're swapping back and forth between 4th and 5th positions. A battle for 6th spot right now. Kurt Allers and Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson making his way through the field in that Dirt Nymph Chassis 91. Here we go, off into turn 3. Could be a pass for position. Andrew Allers down low. Dustin Cruz up top. Off the exit of 4. And Cruz is there. Dustin Cruz takes over the race lead. Andrew Allers will get him back at turns 1 and 2. Cruz will look to return the favor down the backstretch. Top side at turns 3 and 4. Andrew Allers with the race lead. Dustin Cruz in 2nd spot. 2 laps to go this time by. And it's Cruz at the stick once again. And Andrew Allers and Dustin Cruz 1 and 2. It's going to be a two-man show with Chris Huseman at third. Cruz working that top side. We're coming to the white flag. No, we got a caution flag. Getz going around in turn 1 and 2. Flames coming out of that 18 of Chris Getz in turns 1 and 2 as he attempts to start. Running second. Chris Huseman, Dave Kennedy, and Tyler Tesh round out your top 5. Green flag is in the air. Dustin Cruz up top, Andrew Allers down low, Chris Huseman running in that third spot, Kennedy and Tyler Tesh. White flag will fly this time by. Cruz keeps her pin down low, and the rest will follow suit. White flag out for Dustin Cruz. Dustin Cruz, Andrew Allers, Chris Huseman, and Allers hops over the infield markers. Huseman will move up into the second spot. Allers fades back to third. Dustin Cruz with one more turn to take care of business in the number 6. It is Dustin Cruz, your A feature winner. Dustin Cruz taking it home tonight. Chris Huseman running from 12th to 2nd in that blue 63 machine. Tyler Tesh finishing third. Andrew Allers in fourth. Dave Kennedy rounds out the top 5. Exciting finish to tonight's B-Modified A feature here at the Rapid Speedway. And our first B-Mod feature winner of the season to pay visit to Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. It's the number 6 of Dustin Cruz. Well, he started from the 4th spot. He finished first. He's out of the car. Your A feature winner tonight at Pizza Ranch Victory Lane. It's the 6 of Dustin Cruz.
Dustin Cruz, a nice run for him back in Victory Lane here, the Pizza Ranch Victory Lane at Rapid Speedway. Makes his way around. Reese Brinkhouse there to hand him the trophy. She got a trophy of her own, courtesy of Countryside Auto Body and Graphics out of Larchwood. And she'll get herself into the Victory Lane photo as well.